The Fall of the House of Usher, Why Everyone Died. Verna's Deal Explained. As is the case with many Mike Flanagan horror series, The Fall of the House of Usher's tragic ending packs a punch in its exploration of family, greed, and consequences. Loosely based on the short story of the same name as well as various other Edgar Allan Poe stories, The Fall of the House of Usher journeys through the legacy and reckoning of the wealthy Usher family, led by corrupt Fortunato Pharmaceuticals CEO Roderick Usher. After decades of sitting on his throne with a massive fortune and no legal consequences, Roderick Usher's family tree brutally perishes one by one, with each of his children and descendants paying the ultimate price for his sins. By the fall of the House of Usher's ending, every Usher family member has died, from the kind-hearted Lenore to the abusive Frederick. Anyone with Usher blood falls with Roderick. Their cruel fates are exacted by the fall of the House of Usher character Verna, a shape-shifting demon with whom young Roderick and Madeline made a damning deal. After Roderick confesses that he knowingly climbed mountains of bodies to reach his wealth and power, he and his twin sister Madeline are crushed to death as their childhood home caves in. In the fall of the House of Usher's final moments, Augie Dupin visits the Usher graves and Verna recites a poem, watching over the ashes of the fallen dynasty. The death of every single Usher family member was the result of a deal that Verna made with young Roderick and Madeline Usher on New Year's Eve 1979. After Roderick and Madeline killed his boss Rufus Griswold in order to rise up at Fortunato, the twins stumbled onto what they believed to be a bar run by a friendly bartender named Verna. Looking to stay all night as an alibi, the two ended up talking to Verna throughout the night, with the mysterious bartender ultimately offering them a tempting proposition. Verna informed Roderick and Madeline that she could give them everything they want: the CEO position, the titles of King and Queen of Fortunato, no legal consequences throughout their lives no matter the crime, and incomparable wealth, for a cost. Carla Gugino's House of Usher character Verna elaborated that she could grant them these wishes, but the next generation would pay the price. When Roderick died, the entire Usher bloodline would die with him, Madeline, his children, and any grandchildren included. While Roderick received a lifespan longer than any other Usher man, his children and heirs would have their privileged lives cut short. While the deal was made in the early hours of January 1, 1980, it wouldn't be until November 2023 that Verna would uphold her end of the deal, as this was the time when Roderick succumbed to his terminal condition, CADSL. Verna confirmed in her deal that Roderick's entire bloodline would die before him, so when his CADSL progressed, she returned to fulfill the deal's promise. In order, Verna collected the lives that Roderick handed to her: Perry, Camille, Leo, Victorine, Tamerlane, Frederick, Lenore, Madeline, and himself. It didn't matter whether the characters actually bore his last name or even if they were good, kind-hearted people who were opposed to Roderick's prideful sins and the traps of power and wealth. Anyone with a drop of Usher blood was condemned to death by Roderick on that fateful night 43 years prior.